Eritrea, North Korea and Saudi Arabia are the top 3 countries in which press freedom is an illusion. In order to avoid Nigeria making that list, the U.S. Consulate General has put together this session, bringing together journalists and aspiring journalists to talk about press freedom. With exactly 1,189 journalist deaths recorded since 1992 till date, and 199 harassment cases in 2015 alone, it's no wonder this year's theme for the World Press Freedom Day centers on protection and safety of journalists. The former editor for the defunct Next newspaper has some harsh words for the Nigerian Union of Journalists and the Nigerian Guild of Editors regarding the role played by both groups in press freedom.
I think both the Guild of Editors, of which I'm a member, and the Nigerian Union of Journalists, with all due respect, have failed in the way that they have dealt with issues around press freedom in this country. I don't think we are organized enough. I don't think we're putting in the resources that are required to protect journalists who come, under attack. Thankfully, people like Peter Nkanga have stepped up and are filling the vacuum, which is the Committee to Protect Journalists. And more often than not, they're the ones you find at the forefront of fighting this war.
Speaking of the Committee to Protect Journalists, the group's West African representative painted a vivid picture of what some Nigerian journalists face on the job. Some even pay the ultimate price. For photojournalist Ben Walaka, reliving his brutal experience of 4 years ago was relatively easy, but he's still optimistic that he will get justice for the wrong done to him and has a message for the general public.
Looking back, I wouldn't say that that's why the fact that there's a freedom of information. I wouldn't say that there's a change because you go here and there, people want to, bounce on you for bringing out your camera to take some photographs. Nothing has changed really. Near future, I think if there's a way people can be enlightened that journalists are friends, we are not foe of the masses, and that we, as we are fighting, we fight for them, and we have to listen to both sides, and just to make the information balance. That's what we do.
The issue of journalism safety is one which hits close to home with recent experiences like Channels Television's Charles Eruka, who was lucky to escape death while covering a political rally in River State back in 2015.
I am aware that you and your colleagues have been trying to make use of the Freedom of Information Act that Nigeria adopted in 2011. I encourage you to persist until the law is enforced, including pressing hard for amendments to strengthen the law.
Nigeria clearly has a long way to go in terms of achieving true press freedom. Cynthia Are, Channels Television News.